Kelly Williams, and this is the Kelly Williams Show. Yay! Okay, so today starts our segments called Monday with the Mayor, and my very first guest is, of course, the fabulous, brand new Mayor of Kemah, the very first female, Miss Terri Gale. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about what's happening in the city and kind of what the mayor's plans are, because a lot has been happening in Kemah, and we are actually live from our favorite coffee place in Kemah, the Art of Coffee. Yay! Yay! Hey, Jimmy and Bill. And so, okay, Terri, when were you elected?
I was elected May 4th and sworn in on May 15th, and boy, a lot has happened since then.
Yeah, a whole lot has happened.
Yes.
What do you think some of the best things have been since you've been elected, and maybe some of the hardest things have been?
The community support and enthusiasm has been outstanding. And change is always hard, but it also presents a great opportunity. We have so many great opportunities facing us. We've got some real challenges ahead, but the support of the community and the enthusiasm to keep things moving forward and to, drive some of the important agendas that we have ahead of us, really, really great. Absolutely stunning support. Our community has been through a really tough time lately, though, in the last 30 days, with the spill in the bay that, came so very close and put some emissions into Kemah. We had the jumper on the bridge, and then, of course, most importantly, the tragic loss of our police chief.
Yeah.
All of those things have been, very trying, but we, in the spirit, particularly of Chris Reed, we're all moving forward. He would want us to move on and to keep things moving, drive our plan, and to be talking about important things. One of the things we're all talking about is life safety, and we're all focused on life safety because of those events. And I think those kinds of things pull community together much more strongly.
Yeah, it was very few cities have a loss like the city of Kemah has had, and it is I think it has touched, as we all saw, touched so many thousands of lives of one person, and it's just a tribute to what he has accomplished and what a community servant he was most of his life, and what a great job he had been doing for us in the city of Kemah. So that's been a hard one, and I was thinking, being a brand new mayor, you actually have been having to deal with so many things that a lot of mayors will never even deal with 10 years into their term. 10 years or whatever, and so
Yes.
so I'm really proud of you, the way you've been handling some things, and I know that people have been very proud of you to have handled a lot of these things that you've been dealing with. More women in the police and fire departments is one of the things that you personally and that the city has been trying to do. What are y'all? What are the plans to try to get more women involved in these positions?
Well, I think raising community awareness of just the impact that the police and fire department have, and as individuals, as community members, and of course as our first responders, is the most important thing, as well as educating more people at all ages and in all of the venues where we can possibly gain an audience, of the importance of those roles, the satisfaction of that kind of community service, and the opportunities it can present for them. I'd like to see more women recruited into our police and fire departments both, and I know both our current fire chief as well as our police department leadership have always supported that, but oftentimes we just don't get the message out and don't get to those venues where we can really encourage a lot of the women especially to join us. We'd like to also reach out to some of the younger folks and maybe even reactivate the reserve program that used to exist many years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
think
that's
that would be-
interesting.
That would be a terrific way to get our young people, really both young men and women, involved in our police and fire department.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Because a lot of people sometimes don't even know where to start about how to get involved with their community or be a volunteer for things like this. So they can actually call the city.
Yes.
Call the city hall, which is, what is that phone number for people?
281-334-1611.
Okay.
And that will put you in touch with the police department, and they can connect you also to the fire department.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so pet adoption and pet care during the heat.
Yes.
That's a lot of times this is every city's concern, especially because so many pet accidents happen.
Yes.
And so what is your idea to kind of help spread the message about that or get awareness more about that?
Well, one of the charities that I personally donate to is the ASPCA, as well as Bay Area Pet Adoptions every chance I get, and participate in many of their events. And I think as a community, I'd like to see Kemah do more to support some of the animal rescues, as well as just raise awareness to people, get things out in our newsletter, in our messages out in our meeting venues, to just remind people, make sure you're taking care of your pets when the weather is extreme, and make sure that you're properly caring for and hydrating your pets, as well as making sure that they're not running loose in the streets. Unfortunately, a lot of folks don't always observe the leash laws we have in place, and that's made it tough, because it just breaks my heart to see an animal get injured because their owner isn't aware that we have certain restrictions on that.
Yeah, exactly. And what I do love about, and if y'all haven't seen it on social media, but you probably have, Mayor Gale has actually really been using social media to connect with the residents and businesses and just the community. I think it's been a really huge help because it's one of those things that, not everybody is able to make phone calls during the day during office hours. They're not sure. They want to make sure they're getting information on what's happening, any emergency notices and things like that, and even just on family events.
Right.
And I think the social media aspect is a huge part of that, and it's been really great, actually. Debbie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I owe a lot of my social media presence to Debbie Hart and to her continued coaching and support, as well as Debbie Kelly. Both raised my awareness on social media, and it's also helped me gain access to more of the residents' issues, as well as more of the local businesses. Those are both so much the heartbeat of Kemah, and I've found people less hesitant to ask me questions, reach out and find out what's going on in the city, because they have a social media vehicle through which to do that. We do have certain restrictions as public officials to how much we can respond, but I can tell you all of council is also very anxious to participate in social media to the fullest extent that we can.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And Debbie has done an outstanding job.
She really has.
Doing that social media and really getting the city connected.
Yes.
With their new mayor and with city council and things happening. That's really important. What I love is that it's kind of sad that a law had to be passed at the state level to make lemonade stands legal, I guess, or whatever. I mean, we used to have those all the time. We'd sell whatever we wanted to. Cookies, cupcakes, we'd sell lemonade, we'd do whatever. That's kind of been taken away from kids. And it's kind of sad because of all these rules, and it's just silly. But Kemah Oaks actually had a lemonade stand, and it was last week.
Yeah.
When was it? And how much did they raise?
They raised over $300 for the Bay Area Pet Adoptions, which is again near and dear to my heart. And that was a great opportunity where people found out about it through social media, through the Kemah Oaks Facebook page, and they were able to participate. The kids of Kemah Oaks really got a kick out of it, and a lot of the parents really enjoyed the opportunity to see their kids, providing that service, meeting people, and just, it was a great family thing to do.
Yeah, that is wonderful. And I love that those kind of things happen in Kemah, because
Yeah.
it's very family oriented. And if you're hearing coffee being made right now, we are at Art of Coffee right here in Kemah on in Toucan Alley. So I know it's kind of the noisy, but that's what's fun about promoting our local businesses.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so selling and boating. If you've ever been to Kemah is actually part of the third largest boating community in the country.
It is.
And so we have everything here. We have sailboat lessons, we have boating, we have fishing, we have paddleboarding. You can do really anything. There's access. Selling and boating charters, lessons and racing. That's a big part of the community. It's nice to know that those things are accessible for, you don't have to be a resident here. You can actually come in, take sailing lessons, boating lessons, and things like that for your family, and makes it really nice. And our mayor is actually a very big sailor. She's huge in the sailing community and award winning. So it's very exciting. So what do you think, after they make this cup of coffee, what do you think the sailing community has done for Kemah and continues to do for it? Because they're pretty involved with a lot of things.
Yes. The whole boating community, sailing, motorboats, fishing, charters, etc. That draws a lot of people to Kemah to be able to. We have such good bay and lake access here, and that draws a lot of people to participate in those water sports. I think also it provides the opportunity for us to learn, those people who come to visit, as well as those of us who live here, to learn from the people who teach sailing lessons, who teach boater safety, about the right things to do, wearing a life jacket, making sure you're conscious of the rules of the boating community so that it isn't just a free-for-all and people are safe but having fun. It really provides something special that the inland communities don't always offer.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what's so wonderful about the city of Kemah. It's a family community. You can come in for the day, you can stay the whole weekend. Our slogan is actually Gateway to the Bay, and so it makes it really, really nice place to visit as well as live, which we do, and we love it.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau is now calling it vacations.
Yeah, vacations. I love that.
Of course, we think Kemah is Houston's favorite vacation spot. I still can't say that without stuttering, but it's really clever, there's a lot to offer here, a lot of fun places to stay if you just want a little getaway from the hustle and bustle of Houston. Come and have a vacation in Kemah or in the Bay Area, and you can take advantage of great restaurants, hotels, bed and breakfasts, water sports, all sorts of things.
Absolutely. Okay, and before we go, tell us a little bit about the 4th of July parade that is coming up, because 4th of July in Kemah is lots and lots of fun. And so we have people from literally all over the country come in to see the fireworks and go to the boardwalk and shop and stay. Tell us a little bit about the events that are going to be happening on 4th of July.
There will be our normal kids parade. I believe that starts at 9:30,
and it's on the 4th of July.
It is on Thursday, the 4th of July. And then after that will be our larger parade, which will span a larger area, and lots of city officials, lots of community members will be involved in the parade. Hopefully Miss Kemah and Miss Kemah team will be there. And we'll have a grand marshal. It's a surprise right now. And then the grand marshal will help judge the floats that are entered into the parade. We've got people entering floats. Our theme is connected to the 50th anniversary of the moon landing.
Oh, I love that.
Which is this year. So I think a lot of the floats that will be decorated in that theme, and then we'll have a social afterwards where we'll give out the awards for the parade and have a little, ice cream treat.
That's gonna be. So you're saying the celebration will be out of this world?
Why, yes, it will. It will be limited.
Awesome. Well, okay, before we go, really quickly, tell us 3 things that are in your refrigerator right now.
Wow. Okay, raspberries. Love raspberries.
Yummy. I'm going to stop over and get some.
And some cran mango juice. New discovery for me, cran mango juice. And then, of course, one of our staples is the vanilla Greek yogurt.
Yummy. That sounds good.
It is good.
Okay, well, thank you, Mayor Gale. We've been excited to have you. Thank you for joining us on our very first Monday with the Mayor. We've been highlighting Kemah and the very first female mayor of Kemah, Texas. We've had a lot of fun. We've been right here in the Art of Coffee on Bradford Avenue. If you've ever been here, if you've not, you need to stop in. It's awesome. Mayor, thank you so much. Have a really good day, and we will be having another Monday with the Mayor coming up soon. We'll let you know when, but if you have any questions, you can always type them in and ask your personal questions for the Mayor. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and thanks for watching the Kelly Williams Show. We'll see you later.